Good morning, everyone. I'm waking up with a slow drag. I didn't feel so good last night, and this is the result of yesterday. I guess it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. I have already um had breakfast and taken my. I have already washed. What am I talking about? I already washed. I have already eaten my breakfast and taken my meds, and I hope I'm recording. And I got all these dishes. I hate this. Like I was saying, I asked my daughter. I said, well, she hates to wash dishes, and she doesn't have a dishwasher. But I have a dishwasher, and I don't use it. And so I manually wash all my dishes by hand. Because there's nobody really here but myself unless somebody stops over or something like this. And so here I am, Monday morning cleanup, y'all. I already took the sheets off my bed. And so I'm getting an early start. And believe it or not, I've already taken my trash out. I went to the dumpster already and took my trash out. I was going to go downtown a little later, but I think it's a little too cold to go downtown because I have to take that form back. But I can call them and tell them, that I'm just not going to be able to get it, there today. And so I'm going to leave it out there, see if I can catch the mailman, and the mailman can pick it up and take it, for me. The old girl's feeling like she's 78 this morning, y'all. How y'all doing? You got dishes in your sink? Leftover from the weekend? Well, I'll tell you, when it gets like this, I really can't take it. But I'm up. My spirits are up this morning. I'm feeling pretty good. And I got a feeling that I'm going to get a lot done this morning. Yeah, I'm in that kind of mood. Play catch up, so to speak. Hands catch up, that is. I'm going to play catch up. And at the end of it, probably in about an hour, everything will be back to norm. You know what I'm saying? It don't take long. The only thing you got to do is just get on up into it. And that's what I'm in the mood to do this morning. My weekend went pretty good, except I wasn't feeling that great. But I wasn't feeling that bad either. I think I was just more or less lazy. And then I was watching a lot about that pastor. What's his name? Geno Jennings, which I'm not going to go into detail about that, but I was watching him, and then I decided, this was like last night, and I decided, why am I watching this? What am I getting out of it? But I'll tell you, some of the things that he said made sense, and some of it didn't. And so I'm just going to leave that right there. I ain't saying no more, no less about that. Because, I feel like this here, a lot of people, nobody really knows the answer. And like they say, like a lot of people, there's a lot of controversial things that people talk about when it comes to the Bible. But I would say like this, nobody knows. And I always go by this little slogan right here, that the Bible says, according to your belief. Whether it's a denomination or whatever. And I'm not here to talk about religion. So like I said, I'm going to leave that there. I'm just going to go ahead and continue to complain about having to wash these dishes. I hope all is well with y'all this morning. Hope you had a beautiful weekend, as I did, except for that one little situation. And you know what else I was doing? I was running back and forth to the ladies' room a lot. Well, I'll say latrine because, after all, I was married to a serviceman. At one point, he was a serviceman. But I kept going. you know, just, you know, not the number 2, but, you know, the other one. And I couldn't figure out. I said, oh, Lord, is it my kidney? Every time when I get something unusual happening, I'll blame it on these kidneys. And so I got to remember to make an appointment with my doctor today, my primary, and see if I can get in to see her probably maybe next week. I don't know. It might be sooner. I don't know. But I shall call her. And then I got to call the people about my redetermination, you know, about the redetermination, how they do you every year. And because I thought I didn't have to do it no more. You know, after you get a certain age, I thought you didn't do it no more because the chances are your finances are basically, you know, about the same all the time. And you're getting, you know, a certain age, you're too old to work. Or really, you are. But, you know, sometimes I feel like I can go to work, you know, but I would have to pick my own time, my own hours and stuff like that. But I don't want to go through the rigmarole. Because that weather we had last week, ain't no way. I wouldn't have been out there. But, you know, like when I was I think about 55, I worked for a little while when I was about 55, I think. I don't know. Was it 55? But anyway, you know, we got to take the snow day off, which was great. We got to take the snow day off. And, you know, we weren't pressured to be there or anything like that. And I think that, you know, once you get older and stuff like that, you get a little part-time job. They don't really pressure you to be there. You know, like it was, you know, when you were younger, you know, they want to demand that you be, you know, at work and you get, what they call it, chastised for being late, and you would get chastised for taking too many days off. They threaten to fire you. You know, but you're young, you know, you're young back then. Yeah, hey, you might have partied too much over the weekend, oh my goodness, I don't feel like you're done. And, you know, you just lay there, you just barely make it. Sometimes I just barely made it. I had to be honest with you, y'all. I barely made it. But I would make it because I know I needed the cash. I had to have the cash. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to, like they say, like, you know, a man that don't work, he don't eat. How you gonna eat if you don't work? You need the money. And, you know, I wonder who invented this money. I mean, why do we need it? Over there in Africa, they don't have no, I don't think in some parts of Africa, I don't think they even have money. Why do we need money? And then why some people have so much and others have so little? Where they get it from? I think the earth is the Lord's and how you get so much and I get nothing. Well, what's that all about? But the love of money anyway is the love of money, not money itself. Money itself is not evil. It's a good thing to have money. Believe me, you feel good when you got money. Because I can remember times I couldn't even buy myself a soda. I mean, literally could not buy myself a soda. I would go out sometimes in the winter time and I didn't even have pantyhose to wear. I had went to church and didn't even have on pantyhose, one pair of shoes, and they were sandals. But you know, back in the day, this was like when people were wearing sandals, you know, all through the year, the winter and everything. And so I had a pair of high-heel sandals, and I went to church, and I didn't even have on pantyhose. That's how hard times was with me, I can tell you. I remember the days. I remember not having, you know, having to walk home from work in the cold because I didn't even have bus fare to take the bus. Now that's what you call being dirt poor. I mean, I had clothes, you know, I had, when I went to look for a job one time, I really didn't have anything, decent to wear even for a job interview. But I put on what I had, and it was clean. That's the main thing. Whatever you have, keep it clean. And that includes your house, and that's what I got to keep telling myself. You were blessed with this apartment, keep it clean. Even my brother, he was a man. You know what he said? Listen to me, my brother was a man. Oh, yeah. And even him, when he had, he's gone on the green pastures now. But even when he had his own apartment, he said the Lord had blessed him with that apartment, and he could keep it clean. But I think he was hinting at me. Hey, I think I worked hard enough in my life, and if I want to take it easy, I can take it easy. I mean, 5 kids, a husband, and a job. And sewing at home, because my kids, I sewed, like I said before, I sewed a lot of their clothes and stuff. And I didn't have a rich husband. And the husband that I had, he didn't give me nothing, believe me, not jack. And so I had to, make sure my children had things to wear. And I would try to work so that I could have something halfway decent to put in the house. It was hard for me. But you know what? I made it through. And God must have wanted me here on his earth for something. Because here I am. And I'm having a great Monday morning. Thank you very much. And you know what? I'm washing these dishes. I'm almost done. It looked like there was more dishes than they were. Now this is some rice I had left over. So I had to take that out the fridge. That rice was pretty good. You know that noise? It was pretty good. And I'll buy it again. But I think I'm going to have to cook it. I had to cook it a little more. Because to me it was it took a while for it to get. Excuse me for a minute, y'all. I'm going to turn the garbage disposal on just for a split second to get that rice down. There we go. See, that didn't take long, did it? Thank y'all for cleaning with me this morning. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. You know what I should have done? I should have went live. Because I haven't been live, and I think I might have forgotten how to go live. Because I haven't been live since, 2 months? Thanksgiving? Maybe I'll go live one day this week. I'll go live. So if anybody got any questions, write them down. I'll be more than glad to answer them. As long as they're, within reason. As long as they're not too personal. I put it like this here. I think most people know which questions to ask and which questions not to ask. Because a lot of things people don't share. Which I was sharing some stuff just a few minutes ago that you didn't know, about my personal life. But I did say, a long time ago, a while back, that I had one of the most miserable marriages there are. I can't say it's the most miserable. Because I did have, my children had their dad, but I don't even know if that worked well for them. Just because you have children doesn't mean that you should stay with that man. And I'll tell any woman that. I told them that before, you could, I don't care how much you love this person or have loved that person. Just like sometimes when you fall in love with a man, you can fall out of love. That man can make you fall out of love with him too. But then, you come back and you realize, I really don't hate this joker. But it seemed like at a time that seemed like this man hated me. And, you'll start to feel that way when a man is married to you and I'm not going to put that up there, and he disrespects you as being your wife. But like I said, you look back and you say, we were too young to get married. Anyway, and I don't talk too much against marriage, Because the Bible said, well, I ain't trying to repeat, I ain't trying to quote the Bible either, y'all. If I don't get it right, I don't get it right. So the marriage is honorable. And that a man find a wife, he finds a good thing. And I agree with that one 100%. Because I tell you nothing but the truth, sometimes I wish I had a wife too. Somebody to handle all that stuff. Because a man really don't do it. Well, the man that I had, I speak for myself. He don't do nothing. Come home, go to work and come home and start arguing. And sit down and watch TV, read newspaper. I come home from my job, 8 hours, go straight to the kitchen. Can't even sit down because now I've got to cook. You know, so really, I had around the clock job. Oh yeah. Sure did. And that might very well be true. And then sometimes, you know, a woman finds a husband. She finds a good thing. If she's lucky enough. I'll tell you one thing. I always said since I got married that time, I got 2 more pans on my frying pan. I think I had some potatoes in these pans. I said before, if I ever married again, I was going to marry for money. I don't care if I love that man or not. If he take care of me, I'm in there. I'm there. Hello. Don't marry no man who ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing, y'all. Somebody need to have something. How you gonna live? Face reality. And don't you be the one. I mean, it's okay. There's a lot of women today that are the breadwinners. And they can find jobs, especially in the black community. The woman in the black community sometimes can find a job quicker than a man, you know, especially if he has a record or if he done some kind of, you know, crime or something like that. So it makes it hard for him, you know, to get a job. So if you're the breadwinner, your dinner should be perfect. You make sure your dinner's home on the table when you get home. And make sure your kids' clothes are clean and your clothes are clean. The beds are changed when they need to be changed. He's got to take a reverse role, in other words. Let him do what you would be doing. Because you are out there, you're the one that got the education. You decide to go on to college, to school or whatever, and get educated. And you're the one who's going out there in the weather, in the element or whatever, and making the bucks. Your bucks outnumber his bucks. So you come home, and then when you payday, throw him a few dollars, you know, because nobody likes to be broke. Let me tell you that right now. You gotta get that husband some money now. I mean, if you went to work, and he's been home. He's been watching the children, the little baby. Your little baby is with daddy all day. Let daddy get a dose of what's really going on in this woman's life. While he's at work, let him know what this woman is really, really going through. Everything might look clean by the time he's home. And you don't realize what you did to keep it that way, to keep things running smooth. Now, you'll have that opportunity to find out. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know this man one time, him and his wife were separating, you know, and they were getting on the verge of separating and getting a divorce. And he thought that she was going to leave the kids with him. Why can't the kids stay with Dad? Why Dad try to run away? Half of his kids too. I mean, he probably had more fun making them kids than the woman. Most women don't have that much fun when they, having that SEX thing. I'm gonna tell you. Well, I'll speak for myself, okay? I think the man get more of it out of it. And now he's got these kids and he don't want to take care of them. Somehow I know it just don't seem right, y'all. But you know what? I'm not going to sit here and jibber-jabber. Sitting here on my stool. Actually, I'm sitting down washing dishes. And I got to mop my floor, too. I made a mess with coffee. I got coffee down there. Coffee brand. Because I've been using the Folgers, the instant coffee. I've been using that. Oh, brother. I make my own stuff. I make more work for my own self. Because ain't nobody here but me. Somebody might drop in. I don't think nobody. Let me see. Did anybody drop in? No, nobody dropped in over the weekend. Last person that dropped in over here was my daughter when she bought those Valentine's Day. So you know who messed this house up, right? Was it me? I'm guilty of sin, Your Honor. You know what? I'm getting ready to hang up the video. Have a great day, everyone. And I will see you soon. And the next time I may just go live. I go with love. See you soon.